Welcome back to the channel, everyone. CryptoTakeOver coming back with another Bitcoin and altcoin analysis video for you this evening. So Bitcoin seems to be kind of moving sideways as of right now. We're currently maybe retesting the 14.9K area. As you can see, we're kind of retesting our 21 EMA on our 10-hour, as you can see. But we're going to be taking a look at some altcoin charts on today's video and looking at some altcoin articles that have been posted the past couple of days. And just see where those charts might be at compared to Bitcoin. So if that sounds interesting, folks, go ahead and stick around and let's get started. All right, so if you are brand new to the channel, we use the market Cipher indicator by CryptoFace, alongside with the TI sequential by Tone Days and the market guide buy and sell signals. So we're using a few paid for indicators on this channel. If you're interested in picking up some of those indicators, you can check the links in the description box below. I have our market Cipher affiliate link down there. And whenever you fill out the market Cipher indicator link package, just make sure that you enter your own unique ID username, so that way you can become a reseller of Market Cipher too as well. But Market Cipher is pretty much our bread and butter on this channel. This is what our main indicator is that we use on this channel too as well. And this is one that we reference the most. So yeah, if you're interested in picking that up, use the link in the description box below. And let's go ahead and get started here. So we're looking at Bitcoin on the 10-hour. We're waiting for possibly an EMA break and a candle close below our 21 EMA on our 10-hour, which is sitting right at about 14.9K. If we are to break below that point, we may come back down to retest some lower numbers. I was keeping a close eye on the 2-hour as well. The 2-hour has broken below our 21 EMA. What we may be looking at here is a retest down to our 100 EMA. As you can see, we wicked down to it over here when we retested 14.3, and we haven't quite touched it all the way once again yet, but now we're currently riding support, and it looks like we just started our next candle close below our 21 EMA on our 2-hour. So what we could be possibly looking for is a break all the way down to 14.8K. And then maybe see what happens from there. Let's take a look at our 4-hour really quick and see what's happening. So our 4-hour also kind of telling us that we do have some momentum to the downside. We'll probably end up breaking below our 100 EMA here. I mean our 21 EMA. And just for kicks and giggles, I did want to turn on our 50 EMA just to see, if this may be holding support here on our 4-hour. So our 4-hour, we did wick all the way to our 50 EMA as well. And what we're looking for is possibly a break to 14.8K to maybe find support there. So that's a possibility for Bitcoin moving forward. But obviously, if we become super bearish, we're going to be looking at our 100 EMA, possibly on our 4-hour time frame too as well, which is right at about 14K, 14.1K, if anything. And yeah, we're looking for maybe a break below our 21 EMA here. So what I've done is I've set an alert for our 100 EMA and to see if we're going to get that break to the downside. But it does look like we probably could be selling off here. This does look like a risky long. If you are longing, I would just be a little hesitant as of right now because we could start to see some lower numbers. But our money flow on some of these higher time frames is still looking relatively bullish. So what could happen here on our 4-hour is that we start to round off and we get a bounce here on our zero pivot point with our money flow, and then we start to continue to the upside. So taking a look at our 6-hour time frame, 6 hours also kind of staying steady with the money flow aspect. We could find support here, right at about 15K or so for the most part. But if we start to dip below this 21 EMA on our 6-hour, we're going to have to be a little bit more concerned. As far as our 8-hour and our 10-hour is concerned, things are still looking relatively good here with our money flow. So even if I would say 15K is going to be major support for us as of right now. If we are to break below that, then 14.8 is what we're possibly looking at, and then we could break lower than that. But definitely high volatility times as of right now. We just need to be relatively cautious, but definitely a good time to start accumulating. As we start to see this sell pressure happen here, then we're going to have to keep a close eye on the market, but also start to scoop up this accumulation range, if anything. This is also a nice this was another thing that I had pointed out too with the symmetrical triangle that had been forming here on our 45-minute time frame. So what we're looking for here is probably a push all the way out to the end of this trend line, to these two trend lines here, and then possibly a break to either the upside or the downside. It's looking more or less like we'll probably have a wick to the downside and then maybe come back up this way. So that's a possibility. I would just be ready for whatever, but what we could do is wait until we break this trend line about right up here, and maybe take a long from there. I would believe that that would be a relatively good long position to take if we break this trend line on the 45-minute here. So folks, we're going to take a look at a few different articles that we found from our searches. So Ethereum World News has posted XRP could outperform Bitcoin in 2021, crypto analysis. And it looks crypto analyst Timothy Peterson has forecasted that XRP could surprise everyone in 2021. XRP could be on a path to have a good year similar to 2017. Bitcoin could be outperformed by XRP in 2021. XRP is once again above 25 cents price area and could be in consolidation. So here you have some charts Timothy Peterson has posted, and we're looking at some consolidation, from our XRP to USDT charts. And so this is something that I've talked about too as well. Once you get into these areas of consolidation, let's just pull up the XRP charts here really quick and take a look at it. Let's see if we can find XRP to USD. Is this Coinbase or is it Bitstamp? Let's do Bitstamp. I think we have a little bit more data with our Bitstamp chart. So if we're starting to zoom out here, we're gonna also take that off. But you can see that I'm still kind of bullish on XRP as of right now. I still believe that we're gearing up for probably another big pump. Just zooming out here, zooming back in on our one-day chart. Currently sitting at 25 cents, as you can see right now. We did have a little bit of a trend line break here to the upside on our daily chart, so that's relatively a bullish taste as of right now. We broke below it. We had this symmetrical triangle kind of forming. We broke below it, but now we broke back up above our trend line, as you could reference on our Bitcoin chart on our 45-minute. I believe that Bitcoin's probably going to do something very similar to XRP here, with kind of a break below, fake out, probably a fake out bear trap, and then maybe end up pumping to the upside. So, the fact that XRP kind of did this similar move here, and now we're kind of pumping back up above it. Money flow still looking relatively thin on our daily. Let's take a look at our 3-day and just see what's happening here. 3-day chart, it still looks like we have some overhead resistance right at about the 32 cent area or so. But I do believe that we could push all the way back up there. As you can see, we're starting to put in smaller trigger waves here. So putting in higher lows on our Cipher B as well could send us a little bit further up to the upside. Money flow still looking relatively thin there. So what we're going to be doing is trying to zoom out, see if we can get a good consolidation of where money flow might be headed towards. You can see here that we were kind of in the red with a lot of sell pressure in XRP. Over the past bear market or so, and now we're starting to see our money flow start to thin out, maybe possibly getting ready to move back into that greenish area, retest this area at about 32 cents. That's where I would look for XRP to come up to next, and maybe for the rest of the year, seeing this pump all the way with back up to 32 cents for XRP is definitely probably in the works for the most part. Let's take a look at our 6-day chart here. 6-day chart with XRP also getting a green dot here, a little bit of a Christmas tree pattern happening right now, but I do believe that this is probably creating some bullish pressure to the upside. You can see our ROI, or our stochastics and our RSI are also heading to the upside here too as well. So I would imagine that we're probably going to have a nice little push to the upside, and we're probably looking for that 32 cent area for XRP, if anything, in the near term future. Once we start to cross above our 100 EMA here on our weekly chart, I do believe that that's going to be a nice bullish push to the upside for XRP. You can see that we've already started to make our crosses on some of our higher to mid time frames too as well. But that's kind of what XRP is looking like, folks. Let's take a look at our daily, just see what's happening here. you know, and it does look like the XRP is ready to kind of push to the upside. So one thing that we kind of look for here on some of these really bearish charts with some of our altcoins is we try to find a nice support line that we've been creating, and it does look like XRP has been creating a nice relative support right around this area with a lot of buying pressure, and now we're kind of just making our way back up to that 32-cent area. As you can see, we've already drawn that target out. This has been a target for us in our Patreon page too as well. So I did do a couple of different videos about some altcoins that we are going to be keeping a close eye on in our Patreon page. If you're interested in checking out that Patreon page post and a couple of different other posts that I have, feel free to join us on our Patreon page. You know, right now we do have quite a few people in here. Prices are, you know, at the same price that they've always been, but you can save 10% if you join for the whole year. Once you join, you can see all the different perks and rewards that you'll get whenever you join our Discord server and you join our Patreon page. When you do join, make sure that you send me your Discord username, so that way I can give you access to our private categories when you join our Patreon membership group too as well. So folks, yeah, I've given a few different altcoin setups. We're talking about how to stake our altcoins as of right now. We talk about what altcoins we're in heavy accumulation of, while Bitcoin is kind of taking a break as of right now. And then, you know, we're going to be ready to ride this altcoin bull market to the upside here. So it should be really, really fun. I'm super excited. I'm excited for my Patreon members too as well. But folks, that's what it's looking like for XRP as of right now, which would probably send us, you know, if we are to get that pump all the way back up. Let's go into our 3-day chart here really quick and see if we can make sure this loads up. Cool. All right, so if we're looking at XRP here, we want to make our way all the way back up to this trend line. How much percentage of a pump that would be from where we're at right now? That's about a 30% pump. So that would definitely be nice to see a 30% pump in XRP to the upside, you know, all the way up to this trend line target here. So that's what it's looking like for XRP, folks. Let's see what some other articles that we could find here. It says there's an IOTA article, Crypto News Flash. Has posted an IOTA article ranked number 6, Bitcoin and Ethereum at the top. Bitcoin and Ethereum occupy the first places as the most referenced cryptocurrencies with patents by enterprises. Newcomers such as IOTA and Polkadot have also attracted attention of numerous companies. Worldwide, there are numerous enterprises who have referenced cryptocurrencies in their patents, as an investigation of IOTA achievers shows. Bitcoin stands on the first position as largest and most popular cryptocurrency at the point of ranking in the most popular cryptocurrencies and their mentions and patents. However, there are other promising projects that have also been mentioned 100 times due to their far-reaching potential. So as you can see, IOTA, not to be overlooked. So if there are patents for IOTA, IOTA Archive, and this is a tweet from IOTA Archive. It says, adoption incoming businesses have different views on what's valuable to them than cryptocurrency investors. Judging by patents safeguarding their inventions, businesses don't seem to care for cryptocurrencies with very few exceptions. Some data has before different angled. So IOTA is sitting at number 6 in total coin market cap as of right now. And it says, does age have an influence on how often cryptocurrencies are mentioned in patents? If the position of the right is higher than the left, age apparently isn't the reason for, but increased corporate interests. A lower ranking on the right suggests the opposite, less business interests. Okay, interesting. Mentioned more frequently in patents simply because they exist longer? No. Okay, so basically saying that, you know, because IOTA is a newer coin, there's still being a lot of talk about it, and a lot of its potential is still there. So let's take a look at IOTA here. I'm not sure if I had IOTA on our charts here saved, but you know what? We can take a look at IOTA. We'll take a look at IOTA on Bitfinex, I'm assuming, to the US dollar value on Binance. Let's do that. Let's go on into our daily charts first, and then we'll make our way up from there. So IOTA, looking at here on the daily charts, we do have a little bit of a blood diamond with our money flow also in the red, as you can see right now. So I would be a little concerned about IOTA on the daily chart, but if we start to zoom out, we can kind of get a broader reference of where my IOTA might be at. Let's take a look at our 2-day chart. 2-day chart, 2 blood diamonds here. Money flow also starting to round off on IOTA. So it looks like IOTA just recently had its pump all the way up to 44 cents. and it looks like people have been taking their profits since then as well. Taking a look at IOTA on the 3-day chart, this gives us a little bit more of a broader perspective on where IOTA might be sitting at, where we might be gaining support down here. It does look like we have been in really nice consolidation on some of these higher time frames here, but IOTA could be finding support right at around this area at about, where are we at, right at about 16 cents or so. But as you can see, the fact that we have been consolidating in this area for quite a while now, ever since our bear market started in 2018 or so, we've been consolidating in this area with IOTA, and I would say that this is definitely an accumulation period to probably gear up for the next bull market cycle with some of these altcoins too as well. So IOTA sitting at about 25 cents right now, right at around where XRP was sitting at too. Taking a look and zooming out on our 4-day chart here, our 4-day chart still looks relatively good. Especially the money flow part of it. The money flow is still looking really, really decent. And I would say that this will probably correlate over to our 3-day chart, where we start excuse me, where we start to find some more support here on our money flow with our 3-day chart. And then we start to move back up on our money flow too as well. I would imagine that will occur based on our 5-day chart. Money flow still looking relatively good here. So this consolidation has definitely led our money flow back to the upside. And what we're looking for is probably a little bit more consolidation before we start to move up a little bit higher. Taking a look at our 6-day chart and our weekly chart, it still looked like we had a little bit of bearish momentum here. But if we start to get a nice little bounce here, I would say even on our weekly chart, if our VWAP is continuing to the upside, we get a green dot down here on Cipher B, then we're probably looking at a push all the way back up to that 44-cent area, if anything. But that could take a while. I would say that that's maybe by the end of the year or so. Once altcoins start to have their rally after Bitcoin maybe even pushes a little bit higher too as well. What I'm thinking is probably we're waiting for January to see some of these altcoins really blast off and make some new higher highs. Is probably going to be around the January timeframe. And I think that, as long as we're getting ready for that time frame, then we will be doing A-OK. So let's take a look. Another article here by Crypto Newsflash in the past day or so. It says Ethereum 2.0 could lead to ETH price to a new all-time high in 2020. So let's take a look at ETH. Just reference that when I do believe that Ethereum 2.0 is going to be released in December. So this is the way I look at it, folks. Is Ethereum 2.0 is going to be released in December. What we're kind of waiting for then is, well, if Ethereum 2.0 is being released in December, then that's going to give Ethereum time to pump, while altcoins are getting ready to even accumulate even more to even pump probably in January. That's just from the looks of it. That's like it's going to happen. Let me make sure. Okay, I'm turned off there. Perfect. All right. I would say that around January is when we're going to see some of these alts start to, really pop off, because if Ethereum 2.0 is going to be released in December, we're going to be able to stake our Ethereum, and then that's going to give alts another nice rally, possibly from there. So taking a look at our 2-day chart, you can still see our money flow still coming into ETH as of right now. ETH is still looking really, really good based on our daily and our 2-day and our 3-day chart are still looking really, really good on ETH. I'm really surprised at how much potential we have here with Ethereum swinging to the upside like this too as well. What I think we could probably definitely get above $500, creating a new higher high here. Maybe back in this consolidation range, possibly around the mid 500 level relatively soon, going on into December when the staking does occur, right? And that's going to take a lot of Ethereum off of the market. As you know, when people start to stake their coins and hodl their coins, and then that just leads to more bullish price action with the cryptocurrency market. So we're obviously getting prepared for this too as well, but I do believe that ETH is still probably going to be making a nice higher rally in the near term future for the most part. So ETH is still looking really, really good, folks. I would definitely keep a close eye for us to break above the $500 area in the near term future. Looking at our daily chart here, what we probably want to see is a break above our pivot point here with our purple trend line, but that's going to be right at about $500 or so. And I would say that, if anything, we could just ride this trend line all the way up to the side here and possibly see ETH get back up above $500 before the end of the month. That's definitely kind of what it's seeming like is going to happen, is ETH probably moving back up above $500 before the end of November. All right, and I do believe we had one more article that we wanted to reference. So just based on Ethereum 2.0, I just wanted to read a brief outline here. Binance recognizes Bitcoin dominance, but predicts catalyst for the altcoin market after Ethereum 2. There you go, folks. I didn't even have to tell you. Altcoin market rally after the Ethereum 2.0 deployment. Investors will be incentivized to get rewards for staking their ETH, resulting in reduction of its supply. That's all we got to say. It's already there. It's already written in stone, folks. Obviously not financial advice, but maybe some life advice. It is what it is. And so we're gearing up for this, folks. We're gearing up for it. We're waiting. And our next altcoin that we're going to be taking a look at is Chainlink. Reclaims the 5th spot on CoinMarketCap. Quick take, Chainlink has reclaimed its number 5 spot on CoinMarketCap. Link has edged out Bitcoin Cash and Binance Coin. Link has reclaimed the $12 support and hit a local peak of $13.60. Chainlink's daily chart still hints of bullishness, so that could assist Link in testing $14 or even $15. And here you have Timothy Peterson once again talking about some charts on Chainlink. So let's take a look at possibly a $15 retest with Chainlink. That's what they're predicting here. Retesting $14 or $15, finding support at $12 too as well. So let's take a look at Chainlink, and then we're going to go ahead and send it off from here, folks. Link to USD. Here we go. Perfect. All right, cool. Taking a look at the daily chart, we are definitely finding support on this trend line here. I would probably assume that we're probably going to also be finding support above here. Money flow looking pretty thin for the most part, but I don't think that we'll have a break below this trend line here. So the $12 area, if anything, is right at about, we're making our way back up above $12. We could see some accumulation above the $12 area. Let's take a look at our 2-day chart here, see what's happening. Money flow on Chainlink was starting to round off just a tad bit, but we're also starting to see maybe some consolidation with this money flow here, making our way above our 21 EMA here on our 2-day chart. So I would definitely, our 2-day chart sitting, or our two-day 21 EMA sitting right at about $11.33. I would probably say we're going to, definitely stay above the $11 area. Also finding support here on our 3-day 21 EMA. Money flow is just looking nice and thick and green. Money is still coming into this market of Chainlink. Our green dot here on our 3 days also sending us to the upside as well too. So definitely look like Chainlink is ready to retest those previous highs right at about $15 or so. I could definitely see that happening. It does look like Chainlink is ready to continue further to the upside here. Looking at our 4-day chart. 4-day chart is still relatively bullish. We did have this green dot down here with our tight green dot momentum wave ready to slingshot us back up to that $15 area. Yeah, it's definitely looking like it's probably ready to retest these all-time highs. I would say that our next move is going to probably send us all the way back up to that $19, $20 area, and maybe even past that with Chainlink. I would not be surprised if we end up passing that. We haven't seen any buy signals just yet. Maybe on our 3-day, I would be ready for these buy signals from Market God to pop off on our 4-day, 5-day, and 6-day too as well. Here relatively soon. I also wanted to take a look at our Wells buy and sell signals and see what those might be telling us as well. Doesn't look like we have enough data really for those just yet. But yeah, the fact that we're getting these green dots here, money flow has just now started appearing. with our chain link to USD chart too as well, and it is nice in the green, folks. Our weekly chart is holding support above our 21 EMA. Chainlink looks like it's still ready to probably blast off, so it's definitely looking like a nice time for Chainlink, folks. I hope this was a great video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to share, hit the subscribe button if you are brand new to this channel. Don't forget to like, and yeah, just to go over a few things. If y'all are brand new to the cryptocurrency space and this was all foreign to you, we do have our Path to Cryptocurrency course, which tells you how to get started in crypto, what exchanges you should be using, you know, how to dollar cost average, and some other things about how to stake, coins that allow you to stake and earn passive rewards also as well. So check out our Path to Cryptocurrency course, links in the description box below. And then if you want to join us on our Patreon page, we do have our private membership and our private trading group there, where you can come get all the updates on altcoins that we're trading, altcoins that we're in heavy accumulation of, how we're trading the Bitcoin market as well right now too. And yeah, a lot more information on that. And then we are also doing a $100 giveaway in one of our favorite altcoins. In order to qualify for that $100 giveaway, you need to be signed up for our weekly newsletter that we send out. And yeah, this will get you qualified for that. And once we hit 3,000 subs, we'll do the drawing live on the channel. And then I will send you an email or shoot you a message in Discord if you do end up winning. And then our Discord server is available to the public. If you want to join, link in the description box below. Just make sure you abide by the community rules and guidelines, and that you click that little green checkbox whenever it asks you. And then we also have our Telegram announcements page. If you want to know when we post videos, come over here, check our Telegram announcements page, and make sure that you stay in touch with us. So folks, that's going to do it for today's video. A little bit longer of a video today, but I hope that it was helpful. I hope that you learned something. If you did, go ahead and share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see y'all in the next one. CTO signing out. Peace.